Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have what looks to be an awesome, sweet looking knife in this package, and I'm about to get it out. After I say thank you to my subscribers, thank you to my patrons, and thank you channel members for making all of this happen. And thank you to the subscriber and channel member that sent this to the channel. Thank you very much. You know what? I'm trying to save packages more lately, so I'm cutting them at the top. That way I can reuse them. You know what I'm saying? So let's get in here. Ooh, what is it? What is it? It's a SENCUT. Yeah, in case you didn't know, it's a SENCUT. Here we go. SENCUT TYNAN pocket knife SA10B gray. And it's new. It says new on it. Does that mean because it's in the box new or just because it was just released? And this is a new release from SENCUT. You get the nice case with it. You get a little bit of troll candy. Here we go. Are you ready? Whoop, here we go. You get the little insert, nice cloth, nice microfiber clothy cloth, and here we go. Check this out. This is a fancy looking one. Would you look at it? Just look at it in all of its greased glory. Oh, very nice. Look at that stonewashed all over. That is cool. Ooh, very nice. Check that out. We got a frame lock going on. You ready to see this blade? Pa-pow! Yes, look at that. And thank you very much to the channel member that sent this in so I could check it out. Ooh, would you look at it? Just look at it. And we're going to get all up in the nitty gritty, and I'm going to take it apart, and we'll disassemble it, and we'll get over all that good stuff. And get over it. We'll go over it. We'll check out the action, the ergos. Let me give you a nice look on the top here. This is a nice, sleek-looking knife, too. Oh, yeah. You know what? You already know what time it is. We're going to do the specs in 60 seconds. Okay, I'll guess the weight, and then we'll do this. You know what? Whew, feel kind of hefty, but they kind of throw me off when they don't have scales. I'm going to go with 3.8. It's pushing 4. 3.8. 3.7. 3.69 to be exact. 3.69 ounces. That's pretty darn close. Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. So from tip to tip, we're 7.47 inches. You have a drop point blade with 10 CR15 COMOV blade steel. Say that 3 times fast. You have stonewash finish, and your total blade length is 3.19 inches with a sharpened blade length of 2.91 inches. Your blade width right at the widest point is 0.86 inches. Your blade stock thickness nice and thin, 118 thousandths of an inch. Your thickness behind the edge is 15 thousandths. Your handle material, nice looking stonewashed stainless steel. Your closed length from tip to tip is 4.31 inches. Handle width, 0.80, and your closed width is 1.05 inches. Your handle thickness, look how thin. Yeah, 0.36 inches. Your opening method is going to be a flipper, and we'll see what's in the pivot here in just a minute because we're going to take it apart. We're going to break it down, and it's a frame lock with It's a frame lock. It's a frame lock with a reversible tip-up deep carry pocket clip. That's what I'm talking about. You have T8 body screws, T6 is in the clip, and the model number is SA10B, and this is the TYNAN. Now, you can get these in a couple different varieties. You can get this one, and you can also get the black stonewash, which is also stainless, but it's the stonewash, so it kind of gives that black with the regular stonewash color. Looks really nice. And at the time of this posting, it's around 64 bucks. And I put links in the description to everything that you see in this video, even the stuff I use in the disassemblies. So let's see if it will cut paper, you know, because that's what we do with our knives, right? We just cut paper. That's it. Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh, I'm ripping it. Oh, there we go. That's pretty clean. Ooh, yeah. Has a nice edge right from the box. And it's not always easy to cut that telephone paper either. How about a nice close-up tour? A tour. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. How clean. That is so nice. Really nice looking swedge on the top. And let's see a drinking game. How many times I say nice in this video. And SENCUT, if you can't already tell. And I'm saying, this is a very uniform, if you look all the way up and down, it's a very uniform stonewash. Yeah, I'm digging it. I am digging it. Give you a little bit of texture vision. So it's kind of smoothish, but it's kind of like, here, my finger. It's grabbing it. So I do have, you know, maybe if your fingers were really dry and you just washed them, it might be a little slickery. but I think it's really cool. This is the poor man's titanium. That's what I call knives like this. It looks like a titanium knife, and you know, if you can't afford the expensive titanium, but you like the look, there you go. There's a perfect example of, you know, it's about half the price of what you get titanium for. I'm flipping all around here. Let me get back to it. There's a nice, you can see that we've got a deep carry, reversible pocket clip, a little bit sticking out. Let me see what it feels like going in and out of the pocket. Very nice. I'm not getting hung up. Okay, I'll take it. Now, I can feel it just a little bit hitting that spot right there. Luckily, there's no mushrooms growing in the shade, no screws in the clip underneath the clip, but you can feel where it's not nested inside the liner. You can feel it kind of hit there and kind of bump over it, but it's not too shabby. Nice looking pocket clip. It's very strong, and are we centered while we're at it? Very nice and centered. Has a nice strong looking tip. I wouldn't call it a splinter getter. And what's our lockup look like? Lockup is, let's say what, around 40-ish%. We're right in the middle. It's pretty good looking. Not too shabby. And let's see what our detent feels like. Because it doesn't have the strongest detent in the world. You can see there. Not the strongest. We'll check out the action when we're doing all that good fun stuff. First, I tell you what, let's do some quick size comparisons. Now here's the QSP Penguin. I think this is what I was flipping in the beginning of the video. This is the titanium Penguin, and this is not titanium, but see how we're getting that metal look? So check that out. It is a slender knife. You're not even gonna know this is in your pocket. So I'm gonna lay some out here. You guys already know if you're a Beehive member. Here you go. The Spyderco Delica 4, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Try to put them up pivot to pivot. So it's kind of in the middle, a little less, just a hair less than the Spyderco Delica 4 as far as your handle. And here's a sweet one. I really like this one, the Kizer Mini Doman. And here's your QSP Penguin. And if you don't have a Penguin, I mean, I recommend it. You got to get a Penguin. And these start out at like $32, and you can get every version and every color under the sun, everything under the rainbow, in the rainbow. And here's a Kershaw Leak. This is one, I mean, you probably have seen this one. And how about this one? One that's visiting the channel right now. The famous, what is it? You know, can you tell? You see the butterfly? The Benchmade. I almost forgot what it was. That was all my bad. It's the Benchmade Bug Out. This is the first one that I've had, and this one's all, you know, modded out. This isn't how it comes stock. But see here, we got the whole metal look going on, the nice sleek look. What do you think about that? So as far as your length, it's about the same blade length. And thank you to the Beehive member that's let me borrow it. And here's the Rake P801. You gotta like this one. I mean, do you have one of these? Another budget knife that has that nice, sleek, metallic look. And the Buck Highline. How about that? Another budget knife that looks sweet. I brought out all the metal looking ones. I like this metal look, you know, if you're going for the sweet, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of the gentleman's carry. And here's the SENCUT Netches. So I've been showing the Netches here lately, and you guys can see, and you gals can see all the videos of all these knives except for the Benchmade. And I haven't done one on the Mini Doman yet. Let me know if you want to see me do this one and take it apart. And here's one more. Here's the Petrified Fish Scout. I really like the Scout. It's a small front flipper, so it's very nice, very nice. Now for some fun stuff, the action, ergos, and all that good stuff. Before we do, if you haven't subscribed to Beez Blades yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and right next to it, hit that bell button. Right above the bell, hit the all. That's how you won't miss what's coming up on the channel. And if you like this knife content, share it. Let other people know. If there's somebody you know that's just getting into knives, send them on over. They've got a lot to choose from. All right, so let's check out the old button. Let's just do the push button. Very snappy. Oh my gosh. It is so snappy. Check this out. Man, faster than a switchblade. That's what I'm talking about. How about light switch? I mean, okay, here, listen to the acoustics. So clean. How about left-handed? Yeah, nice pass through. It's easy to disengage. See how easy it is? Left-handed or right-handed. Plus you can reverse that pocket clip. Yes, this is a fidget machine all day long. How about ergos? My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and then from the bottom of my palm, the tip of my middle finger. If you're a Beehive member, you already know, 7.25, and full purchase. Yes, nice. I'm checking for hot spots, giving it the old squeezy squeeze. And if I'm really squeezing it up top here with my hand jammed up, I can feel this edge right here, but holding it normal, and I'm acting like I'm not trying to cut down a tree. Very nice. Check out the jimping. Nice jimps going on, like the jimps. And look at this. Is that not a thing of beauty? Look at the forward choil. Oh, shwing, shwing, shwing. Oh, yes. So doing your push cuts, oh, that's, boy, I about got myself. Doing your push cuts, your finger just locks, your thumb just locks right in there. And check it out. Good old utility cuts all day long. Yes, I'm liking this thing. It feels good. It's comfortable in the hand. The pocket clip's not bothering me. I can feel it. It's making itself known, but I can't call it a hot spot because it's so slender. Ooh, I got myself. First time on video. How about that? Because it's so slender, it's not really getting me. So it's a nice, slender, sleek knife. I am loving it. So let's get in there, disassemble it, and you know what I always say. You know what I say at the end of my videos. But we'll get in, disassemble it, and come back and give you some final thoughts. All right, let's get in here and take it apart. So everything you see me use here, even my little doodads, they're from KPL Knife Pivot Lube. I have 10% off discount codes to a bunch of different places. White Mountain Knives, KPL Knife Pivot Lube, get you some of this stuff. Everything that you see me use in the video, it's all in the description under the maintenance section or under Knife Pivot Lube. Here's a T6 and a T8 because that's what I already determined. So I'm going to get a T8. And let's see, let's go from the lock bar side and see how she lets loose. Is it going to spin? Do we have a spinning pivot? All right, so it's coming loose. It's coming loose. Ooh, very nice. All right. Success so far. So it does have just a little bit of Loctite on there. Just a wee bit. Put that dude over there. And then we have a T6. I have one right here on my fancy driver. I'm going to take this pocket clip off. Oh, that's a T8. You know what? We'll use one of the old tried and true CRKTs. I used to always use these, and now you can't get them anymore. Or at least I haven't seen them in forever. So I'm going to get this dude out. And nice looking clean screw going on right there. A little bit of blue Loctite. Just a wee bit. What am I, Irish today? But yeah, if you're used to the channel, you already know what I say at the end. And well, perfect prime example. You know, when you play with knives, you might get bit every once in a while. That's totally cool though. Totally cool. So these are coming out. A lot of blue Loctite on that bad boy. Put him over here. Put this one over here. And these are all coming out very nicely. Very, very nice. And this is my chance to tell you, don't forget Friday nights, Beez Blades, live at the Hive. All right. Make sure you come and don't miss it. Look at that. Nice and clean. Pretty clean. Got a little bit of stuff going on. And I have a cloth here with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it. Came right off. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, see the one thing about this. See how that little ring there going around in a circle? That's from, it's where the stone wash is getting a little path worn from the ball bearings. It definitely gets you some of these doodads. I call them doodads. They're little, I don't know, what do you call them? Little whatchamacallit. Swabs. I always forget. Not always. But here is your pivot. Very nice. Check those out. Now you can note before you take it apart, see how the closed side is facing out and then the open side is facing inwards toward the blade. Check that out. Love, love, love ceramic ball bearings. Absolutely love them. A lot of gunk inside the pivot. Let's see if we can get that out of there. At least some of it, right? A little bit of spinny spin. But yeah, if you haven't come to a Friday night live at the Hive, I always do giveaways. That's not the reason to go, but you go for the knife community and to hang out. Talk about everything that we talk about. And right now, if you're watching this in the morning with your coffee, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far, and I hope you're going to have an awesome day. I hope the day ahead is just going to be awesome. It goes by quickly, and then before you know it, you'll be home eating supper. But besides that, I really appreciate everybody always commenting and supporting the channel by commenting on every video. And if you don't, like I always say, if you don't have anything to say about the knife, Tell me what you had for breakfast. Tell me what you're eating. Tell me what you're drinking. Hopefully you're not drinking too much to put it on what it is. But this so far looks like it's going to be a nice, easy clean. And I have to say, so I've used this term for a while. I don't think I've ever really said it on my videos, but the metallic looking knives like this, I've always called it the poor man's titanium. Because, you know, those titanium knives, they're very popular. They're a little pricier. But some of these knives, you know, if you're budget-minded like me and you don't necessarily have the funds to be buying titanium all the time, you know, every once in a while maybe. But these knives have that appearance, you know, that neat gray metallic look. So nothing is stopping our pivot from spinning. Luckily, my finger just pushing on it was able to keep it from spinning, but it is not, it's a free spinner. Free spinner. I don't think there's anything holding it back. So there's your whole knife. There's a little back spacer. If I can get that dude back in there. It's tiny. It's little. There we go. That's where I thought, yeah, is that where you can put a lanyard? Yeah, a little spot for a lanyard. How about that? So I think we can go ahead and put this guy back together. I'm going to get some KPL knife pivot lube. And I really, okay, here's another really. I really like the feedback that you all have been giving me. For instance, you know, some folks like that I use the swabs. Somebody, I think it was the last video, he was like, thanks for that idea. I'm heavy-handed like you are. And like when I just use the bottle itself, I always use too much and then it leaks out. But when I use the swabs, I tend to use a more correct amount and I don't overdo it because you don't need a ton. And by the way, before I forget, I did say something about this before, but this stone wash, that little track in there, it will get better and better. I'm going to put this back in with the open side facing towards the blade. But it will get better and better. That stone wash will kind of wear out. You don't have to take your knives apart. And by the way, some knife companies, you'll void your warranty if you take them apart. But you know, if you're just getting into this and you're getting into the whole knife nerdery thing, you're probably going to venture into it. And something else that's cool, you know, I'm having my Carta moments, my Carta squirrel, where I just bounce around in my thoughts. That's something fun that we do on Friday nights. You guys keep me on my toes. But that's something else is so many people have came in here and said, I never knew you could take a knife apart. What? And then they take a knife apart and they're like, Beez, you have no idea. My knife is so smooth now. All right. So the question is, did I forget something? Yes. Caught it. I know somebody was yelling at the screen. So this is KPL heavy. I'm going to put a drop right in here in the detent hole. And then let's see. See this circular spot right here? I'm going to see if I can. I'm a little better at the KPL heavy at not being heavy-handed because it's a little thicker and it doesn't come out as fast. So, ooh, got it. All right, let's see if I can follow this path. Very wiggly. All right, there we go. So we have some KPL heavy on there. Make it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. All right. So the question is, did I forget anything or did we get it all back together? Yeah, I think so. How about that? Everything feels like it's clicking in where it's supposed to be. Ooh, very nice. Another one for the win so far. We'll see. It's not back together yet. I love it when you guys point out, hey, you forgot to do this or you did that wrong. I'm like, oop, my bad. Let's get these screws back in here. Now, back to this knife. I like the looks of it. I like the feel of it. I like the slenderness. I was talking to my brother yesterday. We were celebrating his birthday and my son's birthday yesterday. And I got my brother a knife for his birthday. And he was talking about a slender knife. Like one to take to church. You know, maybe not the big old 5 or 6 ouncer. This would be a perfect example of like a gentleman's carry that's thin. It's not going to be bulky in your pockets. It's not heavy. That would be a perfect example of, I guess you could call it a church carry if you're a church goer. And both of these back pocket screws, or pocket screws. These pocket clip screws are the same length as far as I can tell. gonna put this bad boy back in there. Let's see. Which side are we going on? Pay attention. I'm too broke to pay attention. Buying all these knives. Nah, just kidding. That's why I buy the budget knives. Because I have a knife addiction just like a lot of you do. And that's what's in the budget range is the budget knives. But every once in a while I'm able to get a little nicer one. All right, are we going to give us some problems here? I'm going to loosen this back one up a little bit. Take tension off the front one. So I can get the front one in there. There we go. Much better. So I'm not cranking it down, just getting it in there. Just a little bit of swingy swing. So let's see. Are we centered? We are not centered at all because I didn't tighten down the pivot. Let's try this again. So I'm going to close it. And, oh yeah, I didn't have it tight at all. Jeez. Let's see what that did. Pow! Just like that. Pow! Right in the kisser. Too tight. So I'm going to loosen it up. If you get it too tight, just watch how small of an amount. I'm just backing it off just a little bit because I kind of cranked it a little bit. Are we still centered? We're still centered. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting better. It's nice and solid. Man, it is rock solid. I've got plenty of room to wiggle. Bring it back just a little. Oh, now the left, I had to push down my finger into that T8 right there to keep it from spinning. So it's a free spinner. Are we still centered? Yes, we're still centered. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. I tell you what, let's go to the big screen. So as far as this knife and what I think about it, I think it's a great gentleman's carry. I think it's a good everyday carry. Nice EDC knife. It's super flippy, very fidgety. If you like to fidget your knives, there's you could do the slow roll, nice slow roll, a little bit of swing. I love this forward choil. That is nice, sharpening for days. It's very comfortable in the hand. There's no hot spots. The corners, the edges are chamfered. They're kind of cut off, rounded off a little bit. So there's no 90-degree edge. It's nice and smooth. It's very sleek, very uniform. Nice looking knife. Thin profile in the pocket. You have a spot here if you like lanyards. You can put your lanyard hole. You can put a lanyard right on that post. So I would say for the price point, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? You like it? Do you like the poor man's titanium, as I call it? Let me know. And if you don't have anything to say about the knife, just say hello, say howdy, tell me what you had for breakfast, what kind of coffee you drinking. I don't care. I just love the interaction, and I really appreciate you all. I'll see you next time at Beez Blades live at the Hive. And until then, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.